catch you around these sevens tournaments. Good luck with the rest of the day. And we've got Caloundra taking on GPS. As we make some minor adjustments here in our commentary box. We go back out to the action as the rain eases a little bit. You can hear the Kennards scissor lift going down. We'll come back with the vision shortly. Of course, this is the bowl semi-final. So bear with us. We'll be back in a few short minutes with all the action here at the Noosa Sevens. So just want to go to the single camera? Apologies out there to everyone. We just had to reset the Bar TV Sports, I wouldn't say OB van, the setup here. The rain was absolutely torrential for the second time over the weekend. But we're back live for all your Noosa Sevens action. And the score here, Caloundra, GPS, it's 5-7 in favour of the Jeep side. And now, as we see half time here, we're going to take a quick break once again and get ready for the next match coming up. And apologies before, we just had to reset our equipment due to the massive downpour we had. It was coming from every angle. So now the second half starting in this bowl semi-final. It's knockout rugby here at Noosa Sevens. As we start session 2 here. Now. And the ball coming out, Caloundra looking to put a good showing on against this Jeep side. They're down on the scoreboard. And the tap on the 22. As they look now to take on this Jeeps defence. Caloundra, the Lighthouse team. They're known as the Lighthouses, and they're lighting up the field at the moment from their own 22. So that'll be called a knock-on in favour of the Jeep side. They're ahead on the scoreboard. As we go from ground level, we'll be sending a cameraman up the Kennards scissor lift in a minute. But the action now. GPS. Brett Kelly turning players inside, outside. The overlap was there, but they chose to go inside. Radradu. He's caught. Kelly flicking it away through the legs. This is how we see Sevens McCormick floating it on the inside. The chip over the top for Richards. Oh, the number 2. Goes without it, but they clean up the flick out the back, and now Caloundra steam onto it. Kelly's coming across in cover. Volonsky, he's caught. Great covering tackle by Kelly. Inspirational stuff by the number 10. And there's a knock-on, which they draw. So now, what can they do? The Caloundra side, the Lighthouses, looking to pressure the club from the city, GPS, or Jeeps, as they're affectionately known throughout the rugby community. Of course, we had Joey Lyons from Caloundra yesterday in the commentary box. He did a great job. I don't think he made it home from the beach party last night, though, as the inside ball pops up. Stagg with an errant pass out the back of his hands. So now Caloundra come up with the ball, and Caloundra come up with another opportunity, trailing 5-7. Oh, steaming up the field, getting a nice little offload away. And they come back. Caloundra. They've been dominant as Sever gets it from the back. So this will be a yellow card, kicking the ball away. Brett Kelly. I think that may be his second yellow card of the tournament here. So Brett Kelly finding himself in a bit of trouble. If not for the second time, definitely the first time, as he's going to spend 2 minutes in the bin. Velaniki having a chat to the referee. And there he is there, Velaniki, the import player. Turning players on the inside. Oh, Looming on the outside. Looking for support. Great counter-rucking by Jeeps. The ball's out, says the referee. Little chip ahead, and that's going to go out on the full. So they have to chance their arm with a couple of minutes remaining. So Jeeps now stepping. They'll have control. In the final stages, here's Stagg. Stagg up the field, shows around the corner. Here they come. It's Sham. Oh, he's caught. Nice work and little kick over the top. If it bounces up, it's going to be try time, and it'll be the game. As they get over the line, it's Richards scoring the try. Sorry, it's Rodrudu getting the try for the Jeep side. In this bowl semi-final, the elimination stuff is here. Day 2 of the Noosa Sevens. Of course, brought to you by visit noosa.com.au, IGA Marketplace, Matai Sports, and Kennards. And if you are out and about on the Sunshine Coast, the weather has cleared, so get down here. It's free entry. It's going to be a great afternoon of finals rugby. Of course, we're live until 6 o'clock tonight. It's been a great couple of days here for Bar TV Sports. Of course, like us on Facebook, Twitter. Subscribe to our website, bartvsports.com.au. For all your action, grassroots, mid-tier sport, Australia and indeed around the world. Did the big Division 2 rugby grand final last night in London. So we're 24/7 here at Bar TV Sports. And now Caloundra, as they try valiantly to come back. 14-5, it may be beyond their means now. 2 tries needed. But they're going to play to the death, and here they come down the touchline. The Lighthouse men looking for support, finding it. They need to link up. Liam Wynn getting a ball away. He was caught. As they turn, they pirouette their midfield. If they can get a try here, it'll be a boost. Not only for their club, but for Sunshine Coast Rugby. That ball going out. And that will be full time. So GPS getting away with that one. As we hear the time blown on for the next game. So wasting no time here for the big finals day here. As we go back to all the action, it'll be the East Tigers taking on the West Tribe Sevens. So East Tigers with the kickoff. Ball bounces up, out, as they make the mistake early on. It's the bowl semi-final here. It's elimination stuff. GPS going through to the grand final of the bowl. And we'll face the winner of this match here, West Tribe, taking on the East Tigers. Both sides looking now toward the future as they go wide straight away. Oh, nice little step off the left. Looking for support, looming on the inside, finding the support. Talafanua kicking ahead for himself. Can it bounce up? Oh, it evades everybody. Tribes pick the ball up. It spills wide. Oh, the inside ball tackled at the death. But that'll be a try in the end to Van Eden. What about that? He kicked ahead. He missed the ball as we go to the replay here. The chip. The chase was on. East Tigers unlucky, but look at these interchange of passes. The no-look flick pass as Bartley offloads the ball to Van Eden. And now 5-0 the scoreline as the kick goes unconverted. So we're back now. It'll be the plate semi-final coming up next. Home side, Noosa Dolphins will be featuring. Up the middle there was Max Baker. Had a good day yesterday, did Baker. But he's turned the ball over here. So now here come the West Tribe. They're wide, they're running, they're going towards the try line. But again, rounded up. Talafania with a long ball. This is going to be a try under the sticks. Mason Walker showing good balance, good composure, and going over. So now Tribe Sevens. They hit the lead. Well, they're already in the lead, but they hit the lead further. As we go to the replay here, yeah, just juggling the ball, but the turn of pace too good by Walker. So the Vision brought to you by Bar TV Sports and its partner Core Crew. Value Pools, the partner here for the Noosa Sevens in this match. There's nothing better than going down to the beach and getting to your backyard and jumping into your pool. Wash the sand off. So contact Value Pools. Looking for some action out wide was Cooper. Didn't get the ball though. Baker runs towards the line. Baker makes a bit of a break. Here he comes, Baker. He's looking for support. He's weaving in and out, and he finds it on the far side. Yabsley, inside ball now. Here they go. Haramia taken out into touch as he bowls the ball back in field. That was their best passage of play so far in this bowl semi-final. We'll have the plate semi-finals coming up next. That's certainly my favourite division, the plate. Promising to heat up the day. Now they're close, these Tigers. They might even pick and drive here, but it's been turned over. A little knock-on is found by the referee. And indeed, the referees all day giving a great account of themselves. Letting the games flow freely We haven't seen too many yellow cards or indeed too many indiscretions. So the game played in complete fairness. Oh, that's a good hit midfield, but spinning away from the tackle as now the break is there. They're looming large. Wapiri looking for support. Opens the gate. Mason now. Walker, sorry. In and away, turning his opposition around, and Walker will go. Mason Walker for the corner. So that is another try to the Tribe Sevens. So 12-0 to the Tribe. And the coaching staff, they're happy with the efforts out here over the weekend. And the Tribe Sevens, their first team, now the likely favourites from those quarterfinals there this morning. And that'll be half-time. We're going to take a quick break. Come back with all the action. So back to all the action here as the East Tigers looking to get on the board here. Here's Baker out wide. Now turning the ball inside, going back the other way is Tico. Tico taking the ground over the 40. They dance around Baker. Now looking for Littleton. Littleton feeds his outside man as they turn the ball back in to Yabsley. Almost scoring the try was Yabsley earlier on. Dami Harimo, he almost scored in the first half as well, Harimo. Now he goes with the long ball. Dancing in and away. Oh, good tackle out there. Sajika. He turns the ball over as well for his efforts as Taraga. Flick passing. Robbie Butcher knocking the ball on in the end. So the match out there for the Noosa Sevens. Big day, and it's cleared up again here. And I can even see a little bit of blue sky. And our producer's nodding. He's happy. He's finally got a smile on his face as he's battled all morning. As have the sides in the tournament for the Noosa Sevens as they get up over the halfway, or over the 40 towards the halfway. I'm getting delirious here. So Bartley was looking for the quick one then. Turn back on the inside. Harry Seeker. Or Sajika. And he turns the ball over. Flick past Baker. Has Littleton on the outside. Holds the ball up nicely. And now this could be a try. But he's taken over nice in the covering tackle. Palata came across. Now they go for the long ball. They're stretched out wide. Cooper takes it into contact. Everson. Littleton. Oh, the ball deflects off a West Tribe. He held it up nicely, drew the player, but unfortunately the last pass did not stick. And Davey will come from the field now. And they'll bring a few more players in. Dan Martini coming on for the West Tribe as well. Plenty of action happening here today. So Littleton with the feed. As now they go wide. Baker comes back to Littleton. Looking to exploit the short side. None better to do that by Romeo. Cooper. Davey. Flick pass, but it goes into a Tribe hand and no one can hold on to it. So this bowl match, 17-0 the scoreline. Still 3 minutes to play, but you'd have to think, the way this Tribe side's been defending, that I don't think the East Tigers can score 3 times in 3 minutes. But we've seen certainly different things throughout the tournament. It would not surprise if they get a couple back here, as the West Tribe now playing off their own line. The Littleton's coming across. Support on the inside. Taraga, he's brought down. Martini, he throws a long ball, bounces, goes backwards, says the referee. And now Palata going for the try line. And Palata will score another try at the Noosa Sevens. So Palata. Nice try. And it'll be converted easily. Robbie Butcher adding the points. So Robbie Butcher will come back now for the restart. 24-0. Can the Tribe side really seal this match off? They'll probably end up starting favourites now in the bowl. Vaughn, oh, look at that, skipping away. Davey answers back, and Davey gets a try. Great individual effort by Andrew Davey, the number 14. Showed a good turn of heels, some good feet, and that's a very good try. So the full-time siren blows. They get the consolation try in the end, the east side, as we see the replay there. There was nobody coming anywhere near him. So that'll be full time there. And we're going to move on next to the men's elite plate semi-final, which should be a good match, a big matchup. Not much turnaround now for these guys, as we just saw East take them on, and it'll be Noosa taking on North Brisbane. And this match, the home team, the home side, upset, I guess, given the standard they played in yesterday, and given the quality of their side. A couple of Australian players in the lineup. So Noosa Dolphins will be kicking off the home side, trying to keep their day alive in the men's plate semi-final here at the Noosa Sevens. Of course, both jerseys very similar in colour. North in the predominantly blue jersey, Noosa in the predominantly maroon jersey. The Dolphins, nice little ball up. Mayhew streaks ahead. Mayhew may get all the way. Yes, he will. The snipers come out and hit the North player in pursuit. So Mayhew, he gets the first try. And Noosa Dolphins, it's what they wanted as they go ahead to the lead early on in under a minute. And the clubhouse, it's pumping here. Of course, if you're listening in at home, it's free entry here all day. So come along and let us know your thoughts. Let us know what you think, of course, on the live feed, Bar TV Sports, the IJ Marketplace Noosa Sevens website as well. We're live, and we're live all around the world as that is kicked out again. The ball evading. So the tap is taken, and it opens up immediately. North looking to repay the favour, and they'll do just that. It's Nick Chapman, the local boy, playing against his old club, scoring a well-worked try. So a little bit bittersweet there for Nick.
Yeah, mate. Look, real family affair out there with Nick and Zach Chapman taking the field for Norths. Charlie McKill's on the other side playing for the Noosa Dolphins, and I can tell you that Nick and Zach's dad, Steve, is our official timekeeper over in the coordination tent.
And, of course, Don, the president of the Noosa Club.
And he's our assistant tournament director, so it's a real family affair, this game, and both the dads are watching on over the other side of the field with very keen interest.
So now that ball coming down and across. Spreading it wide. And here he goes, Charlie Taylor. He scored plenty this tournament. Charlie Taylor gets through, gets a ball away to Lieber, and Lieber scores yet another try for this Noosa side. And you can only feel, they feel a little bit let down, getting kicked out of the main draw, and they look like they're going to light this matchup.
This is what you might be calling extracting revenge for that last loss.
So Mayhew, the brothers out there, they're combining well, as we see on the replay there.
Young Geordie, or Junior, as he's affectionately known around the club. His brother Brandon is also in the team, out on the field at the moment.
Yeah, they certainly combined well to set up the lead-up work for that try. And Taylor to Lieber, well, that's a combination that we'll probably be seeing more of in the future on the world stage. And now North's trying to hit back. And the ball spills out. Yeah, a little knock on. So a bit of respite for the Noosa side. It's toing and froing here. So we copped a little bit more rain here today. And we're currently resetting our setup here. But how's it going over there in the official tents
Mate, over in the Kennards Hire control tent, we've got everything going. We're about 3 minutes behind schedule because of a couple of extra time games earlier on. But we're working on getting that back in check, and everything's going well so far.
Well, good to see the slick tournament being run as Mayhew looking slick himself. But that's good defence in the middle.
That's great defence, and they've got the reward for that, holding on.
It was Nick Chapman. And now Norse. Can they hit back? Cree. The inside ball. The outside ball. And Chapman!
Oh, did he get it? No, he's called it a knock-on.
He's called it a knock-on. Chapman, you can see the disappointment in the face.
Well, I think there'll be a friendly little comment of banter over there in the control tent between Mr. McGill and Mr. Chapman.
Well, it was a good little knockdown there. Justin Batch came across. Knocked the ball out. Yeah, that's a good covering tackle, isn't it? That's the stuff that gets you home and gets you over the line.
That's the never say die attitude.
So that'll be pulled up.
So a little knock on there by Junior Mayhew at the back of the scrum.
Just off the back there. I thought it may have been batted back, but he would have been under more pressure, I guess.
Yeah, absolutely.
With this north side coming through on the ball.
They're really going to look to capitalise now.
So as they come out wide, stepping is Mullen. Mullen. Chapman. Wide. It's on if they can get over. Great covering defence. They come across, but that is a try to Elliman.
It's a knock on.
Oh, no, it's a knock on. Sorry. Try knock on. The crowd's so thick over here, I can't see past it. And I'm not talking in the legs either.
And there is a world of rugby wisdom sitting on the hill over here in front of Maxie's bar.
Tell me about it. Of course, all the Noosa old boys converging over here. Good to see them out and about.
Affectionately known as the Droopy Dolphins.
As Mayhew comes through. And now Taylor. Taylor gets the bounce, and Taylor will go towards the try line. He won't get out of gear. Chapman chasing. And Taylor, he'll be disappointed he had to charge for the line there. Chapman making it hard for him, but he scored another one for the tournament.
I don't think they'll be in a real hurry to take this conversion. The boys looking to get their breath back as we count down to the final stages of the first half.
Yep, 5 seconds remaining, and we see half-time there, so we're going to take a quick break and come back with all the second half actions, and the Noosa Dolphins providing some very good highlights for the reel later on in the week.
Kennards Hire started in Bathurst in 48.
Oh, yeah?
70 years on, they've grown into over 160 branches.
So they can handle big projects?
Yeah, I'll sort you out.
It's the capital of going to the beach, going shopping, going off the grid, going out, going hard, going soft, going far, going over, and just going your own way. It's the capital of whatever you need to relax.
Well, as we hear in the background, the Kennards scissor lift providing all the infrastructure. Getting sent back up. Our camera guy, he was given a bit of break. It's 17-7 at half time. Brow and Noosa in control here. The crowd's happy.
Yeah, mate, they'll really want to bring this home. There's an ever so slight advantage with the wind, I think, as we see there from the kickoff. Blowing in Noosa's favour, so that'll be a short arm penalty from halfway.
Well, it happened in the first half in favour of Norths. Now Noosa get it as Mayhew, Junior Mayhew, passing to his brother. And they go out. Liebers on the far side. He's been hard to contain, and he bumps one off. Oh, the outside ball to Mayhew. Mayhew in and away, stepping, jinking. As they consolidate the ball nicely there, the Noosa side. As Mayhew, he's been one of the finds of the tournament. Good on his feet
This man
as he
can run.
steps out wide, looking for the link player. Can't find him. I thought maybe the long ball was on. Hard to throw at pace, but Justin Batch on the wing, he was steaming onto that.
He was ready for it. Tackler not releasing.
So Lieber takes them forward. Lieber looks to link up. Rogers turns the ball over.
Young Will in his first year of senior football, having just come out of the Colts last year.
Yeah, he's been impressive as well. I guess all these juniors from this Noosa side, they're certainly a pretty red-hot side, and it bodes well for the future here at the Dolphins Club.
Absolutely, mate. And, you know, we saw, obviously, on Friday, the under-16 boys taking out their tournament. The under-18s coming together and making a fair fist of a team that was only put together on the morning of the event. So, you know, we're really moving in the positive places with the Sevens.
Indeed, the club in general, and Norths are going to get the ball taken from them. They were holding on, so Mayhew looking for the quick one.
On a yellow card.
Yeah, wow. As Mayhew, this time he advances the ball. Davies gets it away to Mayhew. Junior Mayhew goes over. And they were threatening.
Taking advantage of that one-man overlap.
Yeah. He was sent from the field. He walked off straight away, and the overlap was there straight away, as you mentioned.
That's Kieran Tunavasa for North. He'll go and spend 2 minutes on the sideline. And that's going to make it really hard for North now to come back with that deficit and being one man down into the wind.
Yeah, you just can't afford it. I guess, can you?
Not in the game of sevens, not when you've only got 7 minutes each way to make up for it.
So the restart now to be taken by Armstrong. It's a high one. It's a good one. It's pinpoint. Just making the 10. Thought he may have got the knock on there, but the ball comes out. Norths looking to pass. Cree with a long ball out wide to Mullen. Mullen now goes forward. Mullen looks for support, but he'll take the tackle. He's a strong run of the ball. Advantage being played. Now looking to get away. The flick pass out the back there. There was a bit of an overlap there, but the flick pass in the end, it's not the best option. Goes back, though, says the referee, to Westers, who's taken into tackle. And Wickham and Westers, they've been a pretty good combination out on this left-hand side. Oh, here's Myers. Myers will streak away. You're not going to stop him in full flight. It's pretty to watch.
Right, that's an outstanding play. Great cover up here by Will Rogers, putting pressure on the attacking team, and then the next play we get the turnover and straight back down for another 5-pointer.
So, the inside ball, yeah, drew the man across. That's a great sevens play right there, especially considering they are the man up, so really using the players in the field well. Is this Noosa side?
Junior Mayhew takes the score out by a further 2 points. Out to 27-7.
29-7.
29-7.
Is the score. So the crowd happy here. The old boys thumbs up, smiling.
And you'll see there on your screen, Noosa number 12, young Josh Munro. Name synonymous with the Noosa Rugby Club. Dad Digger over here on the hill, very proud dad. He's a life member of the club. Mum Lizzie standing under the tent in front of us. Both very proudly watching young Josh play.
Having a great game, and turns around and I don't know if that was a filthy look towards you there, Brow, but everyone getting a mention on Bar TV Sports here today at the Noosa Sevens as Weston goes forward. He's taken awkwardly there, and he's in a bit of trouble, but they're going to throw the ball wide to Mullen anyway. He hasn't got up, and Mullen offloads the ball to Cree. Tim Cree offloads again, and they'll score for the second time here today. Zach Chapman, local boy again, so it's all the local boys getting on the board. They know the ground like the back of their hand.
Absolutely.
For this north side. And, of course, Zach Chapman playing a year of AFL this year in Brisbane, but coming together with his brother here for this Sevens tournament. And both brothers, they've been, I guess, two of the best players for this North side.
Mate, they are. They're very, very impressive juniors. It looks like we've got quite an issue out here with one of the North's players. It looks like Sean Wickham has got quite a serious injury, and the referees has called time off.
Yeah, he fell really awkwardly, was bent back in the tackle.
Now, this is where it becomes very interesting in Sevens, because we're in the second half of the game. So if this stoppage lasts 5 minutes, then the game will be called off.
Yeah, I don't think...
looks like they're getting into his feet.
He's going to come to this side of the field, so with the score 29-12, the game is probably all but over here. So Noosa will be the team to go through.
That's still not the way you want to see players leave the tournament. We wish Sean all the best. Hopefully it's nothing too serious.
Yeah, he certainly provided a bit of spark for this North side.
That's a great ball.
Oh, isn't it what? Is Armstrong palming off one. He's so strong. Look at that. James Armstrong making it look easy as he scoots toward the try line. The strength of Armstrong. He's been doing it all tournament. The upper body strength, that palm. He gets out on the outside of his opposition, and if they're clutching, they're no hope.
No, and it's deceptive. He's not that big a lad, but there's obviously plenty of strength in that hand and those arms that are behind it.
Good little spin with the ball too. All the skills.
Multi-skilled.
Yeah, look at the strength there and the determination in the face.
He's going to convert his own try. It looks like he's done it too.
Tell you what, he will convert his own try. That's impressive.
That's a great kick from there, and that's full time.
That's as good as you'll see, full time. What a matchup there. So we're going to move now into the second of the plate semi-finals.
And so we say goodbye to Norths. We thank them for their participation in our tournament this year.
Yeah, Norths.
As the Noosa boys will now move forward to the plate final, being played about 10 to 5 this afternoon, and they'll play the winner of this game between Defence and the University of Queensland.
So if you are out there listening in on the Sunshine Coast, come and get down here and support the local hopes. Noosa taking out the plate, and the winner of this, Defence v UQ. Both sides looking to go further in this tournament. Oh, Defence have made this mistake early on. It's popped up. As we thank Brow, he's going to go back to official duties. As O'Brien goes across field, he's turned the ball over though. So now the ball comes out wide. UQ looking to expose some defensive frailties, but I tell you, watching this defence side, there isn't too many. Now they go back, happy to lose about 30 metres. Weller. Taken on the far side, right in front of the official tent. Tap is taken. Defence now looking to attack. Pearson advances the ball. Oh, great tackle. Quast buried. Now they go wide again, looking for the width of the field. The defence side, and again, the sky is crying here at Noosa. As we see a little break in play, waiting for this scrum to get set. Setu has the ball. They're spread very wide. The UQ side. Ball goes down, hits the deck. Calling unders is the play. Coming around, Weller has the ball now, inside. Clancy Goes through, streak through, Connor Clancy. Has he got the pace? Has he got the wheels? He's going for the corner. Puts on the big goose step. And he'll go over Connor Clancy for a well-worked try. As University of Queensland, UQ go over. Great effort. And they open the scoring here. Both of these sides wanting to take on the home side in the final at the Noosa Sevens. Next up, we're going to have the under-18s. Pool games, the second of the day. Then the rest of the schedule coming up is the big Men's Elite Cup semi-final. Two big matches, and then we'll take a break. Come back with all the afternoon and evening sessions. Scheduled to finish tonight at 6 o'clock. Pearson shows it and goes. Can't link up though. Running across field. Need to play a bit more direct here, the defence side. As O'Brien turns it back, Pearson. Hiramatsu offloads. Some heavy contact there. And now it's going to be a scrum again. So back to the action. Defence still trying to play off their own line here. And this is a better passage of play as they trail on the scoreboard. Now getting away. Oh, lovely ball. This will be interesting as Pearson going up. Oh, taken from behind. Great chase by Weller, but Pearson gets back to his feet, releases the ball, and scores a try. So defence, they level it up. It's been interesting. It's been a good half of football here, half of rugby sevens as we see the replay. Great chase by Weller. Was it Weller? Sorry, it was the three in Harry. Or Harvey, sorry. Next up is the 18 segment of this Noosa Sevens. Looking forward to seeing those games played out. Then we're going to have a couple of the big ones, the Men's Elite Cup semi-finals. Ball comes down, defence come up with it. So, as they drew level, only moments before they look to go ahead here. Picked up and driven. It's UQ, the club rugby champions, taking on the best of the defence force. So, made up of Army, Navy, and the Air Force. Some got here by boat. Some got here by plane, but they're all here. And they're playing together as one. Now the ball comes out. O'Brien with a ball, goes in front, knock on. That'll be half time. With the scores locked up at 5 apiece. As we'll take a quick break and come back with all the second half action.
So at half-time in plate semi-final 2, we have 5 points all between Defence and University of Queensland. Of course, the winner of this game will go on to play the Noosa Dolphins in the plate final at around about 10 to 5 this afternoon.
As we come back for the second half, time is blown on. Both sides taking position. It's locked up here. Both sides looking for the right to take on the Noosa Dolphins, the home side, in this plate semi-final. Noosa going through to the big one. There's O'Brien with a nice kick towards Quast on the far side. They're almost a carbon copy of each other. Now looking to spread the ball wide early on. Straightening the attack. Weller comes around, but they go the other side. Here's Setu with a step off the left. The palm comes out. Setu, Clifton Setu. Can he go all the way? I think he can. Oh, yes, he can. Clifton Setu goes over for a try. Right in front of the Noosa Dolphins clubhouse. He puts the thumbs up. And it's a good effort by the young Reds under-20s representative. Look at the step off the left as we look at the replay. And just showing tremendous pace as he evades all cover coming across. So, striking early in the second half. The UQ side with the much vaunted program, 15s through to 7s, Colts right through to first grade. They're perennial favourites in wherever they go, but they're playing off to play Noosa in the plate final. And they extend their lead as Setu comes back. Unsuccessful in his own conversion. Oh, offside on the far there. The player on the far side for UQ was about 5 metres in front there, but referee misses it. Setu stays back for the kick. Oh, good collision on the 40. Setu picks it up. Coming through, gets an arm free. The bounce pass, not the best one. The support on the inside. The support is there. Curtin goes over for a try. So now UQ, they have the advantage. And you can only think they will go on with this, given the experience and given the coaching staff yesterday backing them in to go all the way. Well, they'll go all the way, potentially in the bowl, but there's a few Noosa old boys here that are shaking their heads at me, firmly backing in the home side. That kick unsuccessful. 15-5 the scoreline. We'll come up next with the under-18s. UQ 7s taking on the Icon 7s.
Don't forget, ladies and gentlemen, the beach bar is now open. The beach bar is now open, and I've just been
Should
told
be.
daiquiris have been half-crop foods at the beach bar.
A good display of rugby coming up as well, live on Bar TV Sports. These 18-year-olds don't go away because, well, if you do go away, make sure you come back, because the way they were throwing the ball around this morning. So the scrum set, Setu with the ball. He's lit up the tournament. Oh, they drive through the defence. Force picking the ball up. Stepping away is Campbell. Campbell loses the ball. He gets dispossessed, and Setu driven over the sideline. That's Wyatt Setu. Obviously Clifton in the 12 jersey. Wyatt must have drawn the short straw, having to pack into the scrum with Clifton feeding in the ball for UQ. As we see the young Icon 7 side walking past the Kennards commentary box, warming up for the next match. Nicely taken now. O'Brien looking to send it out to the flanks. As Cochrane goes up the sideline. Here he is again. Offloading. Oh, going without it was Hiramatsu. Now UQ have the ball back on the 40. As they turn the ball inside. Nice palm there by Weller, looking for support. Turns, stands on a dime. Nice little chase there by Cochrane. Gets the ball, and now UQ, they lose about 30, but they're confident in their ability to play the ball up the field. Here's Setu, cuts his brother out. Goes behind him there. No, he's going to call a knock on. So Jack Morrison with the ball between the legs, forcing the mistake there. 15-5. Couple of minutes remaining. It's not out of the grasp yet of the Defence Force Sevens. But UQ avenging their loss earlier on. Exacting revenge. Ball comes out, O'Brien. Hiramatsu straightens up. O'Brien on the inside, gets the offload. He'll go over for a try. And all of a sudden, with a minute to spare, it is game on here. So the siren sounds. We won't get another play, so UQ only just hold on. Defence were coming home and almost getting there.
So there is the plate semi-final 2.
As we go now, we're going to have a shortish break given the day's calendar of events. And we're going to go to the under-18s.
We'd like to thank the men's Australian sports service. Thank the Defence for their contribution to this tournament. As we say, and their ladies have still got another game to come.
So we'll have the under-18s coming up, both sides. The UQ side clapping their junior counterparts on. On the far side, they're playing against the Icon,
University of Queensland.
the invitational side.
UQ obviously in the maroon, Icons in the red.
So, kick-off to come. It's a good one. Coming down with it is the Icons sevens player. And they're looking to attack now. A strong run, centre field. Now, streaking away, Icons, seven side. The junior program certainly going well, boding well as they go over for the first try. The Icons seven side. As we see the replay here. Just streaking away, and look at that. No one threatening to come close to him. His Build Corp UQ side. This one goes deep. It's a nice take in the air as they swing around and look to counter the lead they've conceded. And now there's space out wide, unmarked on the outside. Going into contact though. Yeah, knock on. So, unfortunately, UQ, not the best start, not the start they would have wanted. Their coaching staff, we can see, up, down on the corner there, shaking the head. As the ball comes in, fed. Oh, nice little step. The hot shoe shuffle by the team in pink. So they go wide now. Looking to exploit the flanks, exploit the edges here. Plenty of space out there. It's seven aside and it's Noosa Sevens. One of the Premier Sevens events around the country. Brought to you by IJ Marketplace. Always try and shop independently where you can. And of course, visit noosa.com.au, which has provided not only everyone here visiting, but indeed the Bar TV Sports crew with plenty to do over the course of the last couple of days. Kennards, we are deep entrenched in the Kennards commentary box, providing us with our infrastructure, all our height here, as we see now the UQ side going up the field, and indeed Matai Sports, the clothing provider of choice here for the Noosa Sevens. Ball comes out nicely. Flicked over the back, over the top. The chip was coming out. Oh, that is a slips catch if I've ever seen one. What a take. Someone get him a big bash contract, because he took that, he swallowed it up whole. But then he was dragged out into touch. Ball, not the best one from the line out, and they'll go wide straight away. They'll fancy their chances here. Oh, nice footwork, spinning away, finds the gap. Now it's opened up as he goes towards the try line. He is going to get there. What an individual effort. It wasn't the best pass, but he summed it up. He turned, he spun, He accelerated through the hole and went untouched under the sticks. Nice try. So that conversion was successful. 7 apiece here. Ball kicked in by the ball boys, doing a great job here. All the volunteers at the Noosa Sevens. And we thank the Noosa Sevens for our accommodation at Sea Change at Coolum. Been a great stay there. There's the ball kicked downfield, and there's a foot race now. It's going to bounce up. Oh, the one-handed pickup. And he's dragged down and dragged into touch. That pickup is as good as you'll see. As they look for a quick one. We might get another look at it. And there's been so many big plays. And look at that one-handed. That's as good as you'll see anywhere at any level. So the Icon side with a chance to pressure this line out here. Well, it's a scrum. Must have been a knock on. I've missed that one. No, kicking downfield, looking to get out of trouble off their own line, and both sides fancying themselves in the sprint department. So now Icon moving forward, trying to barge their way towards the line, not rolling away. He blew that fairly quickly that time too, so tiring of the spoiling tactics. Showing the ball up the field. And that's a penalty. As they go wide and the ball doesn't find its mark, and what it does find is the Icon bench over there. It went out on the full. It was passed out. As the halftime siren goes, it's a penalty nonetheless. So, can they get on the board? Oh, that's a nice chip. Is it going to bounce up favourably? Yes, it is. This could be trouble. Stepping on the inside and scoring on the stroke of half-time is the University of Queensland. So UQ go ahead at half-time. We're going to take a quick break and come back with all the second half action of the 18s youth.
At half-time in the under-18s, it's 14 points to 7 in favour of UQ over Icons.
Kennard's High started from Bathurst in 1928. 70 years on, they've grown into over 160 branches.
So they can handle big projects.
I'll sort you out.
Don't forget, folks, the beach bar is now open and trading. The beach bar is open and trading under the big marquee.
As we get back in to the action here
Half-price daiquiris, only
at the
$6.
Noosa Sevens. It's the Matai Sports under-18 boys. As the ball is placed back. University of Queensland hitting the lead on the stroke of half-time now. The Icon side looking to hit back, stepping through, and they do just that. Whitaker goes over right in front of the post, so you can only imagine it will be equalised here after a good start. And yes, the conversion successful. As we get into the thick of the day here. Next under-18s match. It's going to be a Flinders taking on the Noosa side, thrown together only this morning. There were kids up eating their bacon egg rolls and they said, come on, put your boots on because you're going to play for the Noosa under-18s. The Dolphin Cubs. Is now UQ go up the field. Nice little flick ball. Dawes really telling his troops as Matavale advances the ball. It's Anuli. He's very quick. He's going towards the try line. They may not get him coming across the big palm. And he's come away with it. So there he is, the try scorer, putting his hand up. I don't know if that's to the fans or he wants a breather. And look at him go there. He's a nuggety winger. Coming across in cover, and yeah, the big palm comes off and falling over in the end. So UQ, they hit back and they go in front. The restart, it's a high one, it comes down and brings some of the wet weather with it. Not the best looking of passes, but it does the job. Stepping back on the inside, Stone. Now there's space out wide, which they've created. This will be close, but this will be a try. Nice pop pass in the end. Namanu in the number 1 jersey. Nicely set up by Viova. So tough conversion again, but they go over in quick succession. The UQ side. And we see the conversion attempt from the sideline. It's a decent strike, but goes across the face. The wind just holding it up, which has incidentally died down a little bit. It was hitting about 40 to 60 knots earlier on with the driving rain. Reminding me of the Rolling Stones song, Crossfire Hurricane. What's that one? Our producers are laughing at me because my knowledge of music. I think it was Jumping Jack Flash, guys. Nice little show of footwork on the closest touchline. Twist. Is that penalty? Drew that nicely. Going for the quick one. Oh, yellow card too. So there'll be a man up now. Good chance now for the Icon side to hit back. Draw level, 24-14. Oh, that is how you do it. He scored one. Evans in the first half, and Evans will go over for a double, takes the quick one. So they're back in this now, 24-19, the Icon side. So it's going to be an interesting next couple of minutes. As they kick a couple of balls off the field, Evans. Oh, it's not the restart they wanted. It goes out inside the 10, so it'll be a free kick on halfway. How many times have we seen that throughout the tournament? It's a coach killer, and it may have killed off the Icon chances of advancing through to the next stage in this youth championship. Dummies thrown. Oh, this could be a little grubbing kick for himself. Can't quite get there, though. It's Namanu. Of course, his brother Jaden Namanu, I believe, is the Reds fullback, playing in the NRC at present. Here's Evans. Evans, we know he's dangerous from anywhere, as is this man. Oh, the ball out in front. Should have accelerated through the line there, Tico Twist. Instead, he almost twisted his winger 5 ways round. Origami-like even, as he reached for that. Nice scrum by Icons, but doesn't go their way. Quick tap taken. Now they're under all sorts of pressure. If a try scored here, it'll be a win for UQ. Holding on. So they get the penalty now. Icons, they've got to go. Coast to coast. Twist. Gets a ball over the top. They'll consolidate the play. Back inside. Oh, here they come now. Skelton. Skelton going away. Offloads on his outside. Twist. Twist will go over for a try. So that will put them in front, and that will almost end the match. 26-24, right on the bell, right on full time. They went coast to coast, and they put a good account for the UQ, but that is a good win, and that's as good as you'll see at the Noosa Sevens. And the conversion successful as well. Referee blows full time.
Young Noosa local Alex Moses made sure of it. 28 points to 24.
So 28-24, Icon Sevens. In one of the great victories in the history, the 7-year history of this Noosa Sevens. So many big memories here. We've heard about them throughout the day. We may get one of the old boys over in a second to talk about the history of the Noosa Sevens. We'll take a quick break. Come back with all the action of this 18s draw. It's going to be Flinders taking on the home side Noosa. And all the old boys next to us. You can see them, they're happy. This throw together side, they pretty much came together at the beach bar last night. And I tell you what, if their footwork on the dance floor last night at the beach bar is anything to go by, there should be some dazzling display. And certainly some freaky moves out there, because I haven't seen moves like that since Michael Jackson in the 80s. As the kickoff now, Flinders gets the ball through. And we're going to be joined by the Kennards commentary box major sponsor, as we've done all day. introduce yourself to the world for us while we get ourselves sorted here, acquainted. How's the day going? And it's good to be here in the Kennards commentary box.
Yeah, fantastic. It's Peter here, Peter Cuckley from Kennards High.
Noosa, they streak away. Is that T-Mac going over? He scored a good try in the first game, and he goes over for another right in front of the beach bar. Well, he made himself home there last night, and he's made himself at home on the Sevens field here at Noosa. And how good is this? Having the local side, the local boys come together last minute, talking amongst each other at the beach bar, getting a few people over a bacon and egg roll this morning. They've come together and they've scored a try, and that's a good conversion too. So Noosa go ahead 7-0.
Been a fantastic day here with Kennards. We've been sponsoring the Dolphins now, Sevens, for quite a while now. It's been fantastic, good association, as well as with the Dolphins Rugby Union. And yeah, fantastic.
Well, it's been great, and obviously your support and your help behind the scenes, not only for us at Bar TV Sports, but indeed Kennards Hire all around the ground. A couple of the tents, worse for wear, but such is, I guess, the corporate support. It's amazing here, providing us with the scissor lift and all the height. And I'll tell you what, you've done a great job with the setup here. And what about the rugby, though? Getting back to that, and here come Flinders up the sideline, looking to run over the Noosa player. He put his head in front. Not the copybook tackle you'd like, but did the job.
That was fantastic. I think
and who was that?
That might have been my young fella putting his head in the road again.
Well, that's all right. You got to teach him somehow, don't you? The flick pass, and good skills shown again. And now this Flinders side looking to turn the ball over. They do just that. Now there's a bit of space, and it opens up. The gap was there. The defence on the short side wasn't. And that'll be the first try to Flinders under the sticks. So you can probably imagine that this will be converted. No, it goes under the post. Is that 1 point?
No points under the post.
They bring in the 1 point rule. So as we go now, we've spoken to everybody, the volunteers, the sponsors, but I guess your efforts coming into this, how long did it take to actually come and set up such an event? Oh, Flinders with a good kick, sorry.
Yeah, the whole crew been going for days here, getting this organised. It's been a fantastic job for volunteers. They've done a brilliant job. The weather hasn't been good to us, but we're on to keep it going.
Well, I'll tell you what, it could have been worse had not we had the Kennards tents here, because everybody would have been exposed to the elements. As we see Noosa now making some good inroads up the field. And of course, servicing the Sunshine Coast as the kick in behind. Oh, it's going to pop up, is it? No, Flinders, they come up with it. Oh, good tackle. It was T-Mac again. He's been a shining light for Noosa. Is it going to pop up? He bats it back in. And it's going to be called out in goals. They'll go back to the 22. But yeah, Kennards, they're obviously doing great things for the community, but the area stretch is massive on the Sunshine Coast, yeah?
Yeah, we've got our branch here in Nooseville and another one down at Cunda Park and Maroochydore. Yeah, we cover a lot of sporting teams on the coast. Not only rugby union, rugby league, AFL, bit of cricket.
Well, I know when Bar TV Sports, I know we're looking to cover some competitions on the Sunshine Coast. We'll be asking for some contra sponsorship through Kennards, and I'm sure you'll kindly and gladly supply us with a scissor lift at least as the Flinders go up the field. This could be a try. Oh, this will be a try. Naloy goes over for his second. So Flinders, they've done well. And that's his second, so they'll go to the lead now. 10-7, kick to come. And Aloy, what a good turn of foot, what a good explosiveness behind that try, and that conversion is successful this time for the Flinders side. So 12-7 the score. Coming up towards half time. So they'll kick off from halfway. What's your advice to these young Noosa guys?
Get in and have a go, boys. Time for pain after the game, as we've always said.
That's right. Spoken like a true old boy here at Noosa. Great tradition. As we see the old boys gather here at Max's Bar. We're fortunate enough to be under the cover, under the shelter. Brought to you by Kennards, the dummy, the inside, outside. Ball in two hands. They're close. Flinders, can they get the ball down? Good defence. No, it's a knock on. The boys from Noosa. They do well and they keep themselves in it. As we mentioned, thrown together early on. And most of these young guys, are they mates around the town? Or?
Oh, hell yeah, yeah. You know, we've got a fantastic community with our Noosa Rugby Club. It has to be one of the tightest in a lot of the teams around the coast. It's like a one family, just similar to our Kennards values of being one family. Yep, we're all in together.
Well, that's the beauty of community rugby, and indeed community-based businesses, and the way they come together and support grassroots. It's truly amazing, especially around tournaments like this. $25,000 in prize money up for grabs at Noosa. It's almost unheard of. I believe it's the second Richard Satellite tournament in Australia in regards to prize money, with only Central Coast Sevens being above that. I think that prize money is 25 for men, 25 for women, which is amazing.
Don't forget, folks, if you want a bird's eye view of the game from the halfway line, you're more than welcome to make your way down to Max's Bar. Under the big dolphin sign beside the scissor lift there on the sideline.
And everybody wanting to get a piece of the prize, of course, filtering down to all the sides. Of course, the naming rights partner, IGA Marketplace. We always urge people, especially being an independent company ourselves, to shop independently. As we go now to the kick-off, it'll be Noosa to kick off to start this second half. Jesse Russell has the ball. You can't miss him with the green boots, yellow socks. He's obviously hasn't washed his Noosa socks since grand final day. Of course, successful in first reserves and Colts this year. A few junior teams as well.
Yes, we've had great teams in the finals this year, a lot of junior teams, and our trifecta for Colts reserves and A-grade and grand final all at home. Fantastic.
So we just hit the 1 o'clock mark here today. We've still got around 5 hours of action for you here at home. As the numbers grow here, the numbers on the stream definitely growing as well. And now Noosa looking to attack. Oh, the run-around play there just didn't quite come off. And Josh Brooks goes without it with a little knock-on. As we see the rain again, it's not as heavy as it was. The wind certainly died off, which makes it a lot easier to combat. But we've got one more 18s game. It'll be GPS v Brothers. So Jeeps taking on the Brothers Club. And here come Flinders. Oh, wrestled from behind. Nice covering tackle. Hodgson would have fancied his chances there. But they look to go wide and expand the field. Nice palm out wide. Oh, showing good toe for a bigger boy there. That'll be Lehman going over. Numberless Lehman. I don't know if it was ripped off or it flew off behind him there, given the pace of the big man. What do you think?
Yeah, some of these big guys, you might think they can run, but hell, they've definitely got some pace on them.
I reckon I've got him over 10. I don't do any more than 10. I'm renowned for it. So that comes across. So we're told Cutcliffe out there, he's the one to look out for in the 12 jersey. He's the one that's going to bring them back into the match. There's T-Mac. He loses the ball in the rain. And we've spoken about it before, but the drainage at this ground, it is unbelievable. I don't know where it goes, but there.
Good old Noosa white sand. Gotta love it.
Yeah, I'd like to see the Artesian Basin around here. There'd be plenty of fresh water floating around. As now Flinders looking to go wide. Oh, there's a man unmarked. Has he got the pace? Oh, coming across. What a cover tackle there, Seaman. But they still go towards the line, and that's going to be a knock on. Great work by the home side. As we see the Icon side in the men's elite draw going to warm up now. And they'll need it because the rain, as Stevie Ray Vaughan said, the sky's crying. Can't you see the tears fall down the road, boys, in front of us? So we go. Now it's going to be a penalty. Oh, that's a nice kick. Almost taking out the scissor lift. The cameraman, he's had a bad day up there, to say the least. I wouldn't say a ball to the head would put the icing on the cake, but it'd put the cherry on top, that's for sure. Now, he's going to probably claim higher duties from Bar TV Sports. The only higher duties he's getting is being up that scissor lift all day. What do you think? The Kennard scissor lift.
Lucky it's him and not me. No way I'll be up there.
It's windy as well. It's shaking around. But he's doing a good job to keep our vision steady. And now Flinders attacking. As they look now, they've got space out wide. It goes to the big man, Lehman. Trying to run over, losing his foot. Oh, what a pop pass. McDermott goes under and seals the game off in this under-18s fixture. Good try, good effort. As we come toward the concluding stages of this half. The Noosa boys, it's been a great account considering they've had little to no time together, apart from dancing at the beach bar last night, where they thought it was a good idea come midnight that they'd strap on the boots and play a bit of sevens. Is that how it went down?
Beats me. I was nowhere near the place at that time of night, but yeah, I believe half of them were here. Yep.
So now Flinders getting the ball back as they look for some more opportunity. It'll be their last chance. Oh, look at the palm. And the ball out wide. Lehman accelerates. Can't get through the line. It'll be called back for a knock on though. And the rain again. as you can see on your screens at home for Bar TV Sports. I wouldn't say it's bucketing down, but it's certainly going down quite hard. So next game coming up is GPS taking on Brothers in the last of the 18s. That comes across, and that'll be it. Thanks very much for joining us for the Noosa side. I know your young bloke was playing. They gave a good account of themselves, and thanks very much for all your support throughout the weekend. Kennards, I tell you what, they've done an absolutely amazing job, not just throughout the tournament, but in the lead up, providing us with the commercials, providing us with everything. It's been a good job.
Fantastic. Always a pleasure to be part of this team. Thanks to Bar
Yeah,
TV.
no worries. Thank you very
Gareth. See you, mate.
Thank you very much. As I try and get myself sorted for the next couple of games, we'll catch up with some of the more local luminaries as GPS now come out on the field, and they're taking on the Brothers side.
Before we move into the Cup semi-finals after this game.
As you see the whistle being blown. It's the big men's elite semi-final coming up next. And it's Brothers taking on a GPS, of course. Both sides hailing from Brisbane Club Rugby. Good Junior Sevens program. As we see Zach Day dancing around. Will Borger, he's a big man. He's got the ball now. Passing the ball out. Whistle being blown, so penalty. And I can see in the background it's going to be the Brisbane Fiji side taking on the Icon Sevens side.
The 2017 Marketplace IGA Noosa Sevens. Of course, IGA Marketplace with a number of stores around Sunshine Coast and throughout
Coming up
Brisbane.
next.
On board as naming rights sponsors, and their support has been fantastic. We'd also like to thank visitnoosa.com.au, Kennards Hire, Bad Eye Sportswear, and all of our commercial partners that make this event possible.
So GPS with the ascendancy here. Looking to attack the line and attack this scrum. So whistle blown again. And it'll be another scrum. Brothers will have to play off their line. It's been a massive weekend of rugby here at Noosa, and a big Credit goes to all the partners out there. Noosa Sevens proudly supported by IGA Marketplace. Visit noosa.com.au, Kennards, and of course Matai Sports. Short side plays on. Looking for the knock on there. As the referee talks to the touch judge. Yep, knock on is the call. So stepping off the left, looking to get up the other end of the field. They need to. Big hit there. And again, they're trying to pepper this left-hand corner. Now looking to get out of their own 22 for the first time in the match. The brothers' side. Flicked inside. Kicked downfield. That'll do it. And again, we see another foot race. Slippery conditions. It bounces out. And that'll be a penalty holding on there. Sam Hearn was coming across. So the scores are locked up. These young 18s finding it hard to play the expansiveness that they like to play. Hearn taking that one in. Now they look to play wide. Oh, the pass there by Monday wasn't the best, but it goes behind, and oh, at the last ditch they come across the GPS side and they take them down. So now it'll be brothers trying to pepper the opposition left-hand side. The two teams from Brisbane. Normally when these guys come up, it's school holidays and they're harassing the locals, but today they're out to play rugby. As the ball kicked downfield again, field position and chancing their arm. Take a nice, oh, that's a big heavy hit in the middle of the field, and again followed it up with another one. So not rolling away, as now the tap's taken. No points scored just yet. And there's the siren, but this could be it. As the ball's kicked in field now, can they go all the way? GPS, big tackle, offloads, ducks under. Now, the kick again. The legs are heavy, both sides. They'll have to slide on the ball, which proposes a few problems itself, but Jordan Rogers somehow picks it up. Good safe hands by the number 9 as they get over the halfway. Now looking for the short side, draw and pass as they come across. Carney back in field. Now they should have the overlap, but they throw the dummy. Pappen. GPS trying to get over the ball and they come away with it. No penalty. I thought he was the only man committed there. As the laws in sevens dictate. Inside ball picked up and hit around the midsection as the ball pops up again. They're playing like it's 15-man rugby. They have to. It's wet. Carney gets the ball stripped and it's kicked ahead. They lose a further 20 metres here now. Brothers, it might work out for them as the line wasn't up as one for Jeep Sand. That will be half time as the mistake. Oh, penalty. The producer's in front of me helping me out here. Which is good. Straight in front of the sticks. They haven't scored. Why not take the shot? I say. No, they're going to keep going. The coach over there. Oh, knock on. So that should be half time. No, penalty again. High tackle. So here they come. Catching them off guard. The long ball out wide. Coming across, but that will be a try. On the far side. Pappen it is.
And so with the conversion unsuccessful in the last of the under-18 boys round robins, it's Brothers 5, GPS 0.
So half time, we're going to take a quick break and come back with all the second half action in what is a tight tussle.
Coming straight up after this is the semi-final. Icons taking on Brisbane Fiji in the first of the men's cup semi-final.
160 branches.
So they can handle big projects.
I'll sort you out.
As we see the proud partners here of the Noosa Sevens. And it is absolutely bucketing down right on cue for the elite men's. Coming up, the ATF fencing elite men's, which is due in 7 minutes' time with Brisbane, Fiji. The excitement machines taking on Icon Sevens, which in their own right have provided some massive moments over the weekend. As we go out to the middle, will be Brothers to kick off. Jeeps to receive, running left to right on your screens at home. For all our viewers out there around the world on Bar TV Sports, this is the last of the 18s until the finals come into effect later on. Picked up, and that's going to be called a knock-on. So it was a decent restart. And there is not a dry seat in the house again. As the ball goes deep and they go back towards the short side looking to exploit something and coming across in cover, but the chip kick on the inside, it's a decent one. It's going to be tough to take, and Brothers come up with it, but knocked. Yeah, holding on, says the referee. Knocked out of the way on the chase. So GPS to Jacob Morrison, take the tap. Goes back towards the left, throws the dummy. Morrison looking to be elusive. The kick in behind, chased by Moller. And also Nick Hughes on his own kick. Oh, close, but just can't get there. And now we see the tropics in its full element here. We've had every type of rain here today, and it looks like this is straight down rain, so that's not too bad. as it doesn't swirl around. This one's just going vertical. We've had it horizontal. We've had it swirling. Picked up, is it by Jeeps? No, pushed off the ball. Nice work in the end as Brothers looking to work it off their line. Oh, they're playing high risk rugby. It might pay off though as they come across in cover. And now Brothers playing off their line again. So it's going to be brought back, and GPS will bring on a couple of changes. Brothers in the lead, 5-0. Leading the GPS side. And the wind has completely gone away. Oh, the step off the right. Just keeping everybody napping. Rory Curtis looks like goes over, converts. So 7-5 the score to the GPS side. As we see there, Jacob Morrison, under the sticks. It's hard to get a gauge on these player numbers given the vantage point in the rain. That one kicked towards the touchline, so Brothers with everything to do now. They're 2 points behind on the scoreboard. Good effort to bring him down, but the inside ball is there. Has he got the pace? He might skip away. I'll support. Just didn't come. Looking to take them on. Oh, nice tackle by Murray Webster. Gets the penalty, and Brothers now looking to attack the line. Kick over to the far side. Oh, it goes out. The thought was there, but thoughts count for nothing. The execution didn't happen. And you can see there the rain. They're thick drops, those ones. Oh, Brothers come up with it, so Brothers going towards the line. Oh, held up, says the referee. Close. So it'll be a scrum. 12 and a half to go. 12 and a half in, a minute and a half to go. Penalty. Brothers. They take it forward. They're close. Oh, he's dropped it, but it's going to be not back 10. So another penalty. They go again and almost jumping the gun. Getting low. Getting over for a try. It was the big number 8, I believe, Monday. Well, he's going to have a good Monday tomorrow, telling his friends at school about his exploits here at the Noosa Sevens in the 18s youth division. So that one's successful. Brothers hit the lead, 12 points to 7. We're in Max's Bar, brought to you by Kennards. The Bar TV sports crew doing an amazing job here, bringing you the vision. The kings of live stream media, the kings of grassroots media. Of course, if you do want your event covered, hit us up at Bar TV Sports. Contact Josh at bartv.com.au. And we'll let you know how we can cover your competition, cover indeed your tournaments, because there's plenty around in summer. Ball coming out. Oh, again, the slipperiness of the ball. They need to be right on the button, but that is going to be full time as Brothers come away with the win. 12 points to 7. So 2 more games left in this morning session, and it will be the Men's Cup semi-finals, the ones we've been looking forward to. And coming up first is the Brisbane Fiji side, and they will be taking on the Invitational Icon Sevens. So best of Brisbane Club Rugby, Fijian wise. Players to look out for: Nafoa, Vasakika Kakao, Tassi, he scored a few, but Matatini, he has scored some absolute screamers out there in the number 14 jersey all weekend. And for the Icon 7 sides, we see their kick-off here as it goes back. Oram, he's the link player out there for the Icon side, and he's been instrumental in his side coming through to this stage. Footwork, fancy, almost getting the ball around the corner. There's Tapau in the 8 jersey. He scored some harrowing tries here. Inside, dummy throw. Here's Oram putting on a jink. You can see the field, it's flooded. There's water everywhere. We've talked about the drainage all weekend, but now it's succumbing to Mother Nature as Icons 7s. They throw the ball wide, the legs are heavy, the goose step, the jink, but brought down was Anderson on the wing. Wilson Bennett now looking for Oram. Oh, it bounces off the chest. He was already thinking ahead 2 plays. And unfortunately, turning it over for the first time for Brisbane Fiji. So coming up next is the Tribe side, taking on the Red Heavies. So the Red Heavies, the second side. For the UQ side, as Nafoa kicks it forward. Nafoa, it's a foot race between probably the 2 best link men in this 7s at Noosa over the weekend in Nafoa and Oram. Oram getting the better of him that time. Oh, inside. Oh, goes without it. Anderson, he'll be filthy. Well, they'll all be filthy after this one. Yeah, penalty not releasing. So now Brisbane Fiji, we know if given the opportunity, it bounces out. It goes backwards, says the referee. But now it's been called a knock-on. Well, you don't give Brisbane Fiji too many opportunities in this position, and rarely do you come away with 0 points scored if you're the Brisbane Fijian side. As the lights come on, nice clean out there, Brisbane Fiji. It's going to be close. They're going to go over. And it's Vatanuku who'll score the opener here in the Cup semi-final to go through to the big Cup Grand Final here, played exclusively on Bar TV Sports for the Noosa Sevens at 6 p.m. tonight. And we see the team coming up next, the Tribe Sevens, making their way to the warm-up area. They look extremely excited, don't they, to be out in the wet weather. Now, viewers at home, if you want to get involved in the coverage, send us your comments on Facebook, indeed on Twitter at Bar TV Sports, and indeed all over social media on the Noosa Sevens site as well. Thanks for all your positive feedback throughout the weekend. It's been a pleasure coming here. There's still a few more hours to go as Oram gets the ball, puts on that faint step. Now coming cross field, little drop there. Referee got the call from the touch judge. So it was Wilson Bennett with a mistake. He's been good all tournament, has Bennett. So it comes through Nafawa. Now he gets the ball out, spreads the ball. They straighten up the Fijians. They know how to get it through the hands, but they also know how to run at their opposition. Oram's on the outside. He gets the ball now. Dummies. Jenks goes upfield. He's quick for a little man, but he's taken down from behind. The ball spilling out for a knock on. So the Icon Sevens, they've been starved of the ball for the last few minutes, and immediately they look to attack, and you see the big splash coming up as he hits the deck. As we see, the ball comes out, Fiji with the pass, and here he comes. He's lit up the tournament, all tournament, and he's going to go in for what is his 7th try, Matatini. What a try, going the length of the field. So that one goes over, and that'll be half-time. And Brisbane, Fiji, looking likely to go through to the big cup final, coming up later on the Noosa Sevens.
In the first of our finals, it is Brisbane, Fiji in 14.
So we're going to go quickly to a couple of commercials and come back with all the second half action. Look forward to it in just a few minutes.
It's the capital of sleeping in, dipping in, diving in, floating in, trekking in, paddling in, dropping in, rolling in, dining in, drinking in, and just taking it all in. It's the capital of whatever you need to relax.
You know, Kennards Hire started in Bathurst in 48.
Oh, yeah?
70 years on, they've grown into over 160 branches.
So they can handle big projects?
Yeah, I'll sort you out.
So as we go back to the action now, it'll be Icons 7s with the restart. They're behind on the scoreboard, and they kick it deep into the Brisbane Fijian territory. So getting themselves out of trouble. You can see the kids up in the distance playing a bit of mud footy. There's nothing better than that, that's for sure. I might even take a dive once the day's over and show everyone my skills. So back to the action. You can see the puddles filling up on the far side. Of course, the ground design for the British and Irish Lions touring squad, it was redeveloped, and hence the drainage here, probably the best in the country, as now the ball comes wide. Maitatsini goes back, playing off their own line. Tackled nicely into the turf was Ratuva. Knock on, says the referee, so putting themselves under a bit of pressure. The Brisbane Fiji side, and it is the best opportunity this Icons side has had in the match so far. Oram. Chol's on as well. Chol, he's an absolute game breaker in the number 8. He comes to the short side. Yeah, that's going to be a penalty. Oram, you'll look for the quick one. But he goes to the left. Probably should have gone right. Now they come around. The pass doesn't find its mark. Nafoa gets over the ball and gets the penalty. So Brisbane Fiji, luckily enough, come away with that. Well, both these sides dominant all tournament. That ball's kicked high and almost taking out those lights which are on now here at Noosa. Coming off the top is Tasi. He doesn't get the ball, and Icons, they drive towards the line. Held up by a conglomerate of Fijians defending their own line. They swarmed to the player moving forward there. Now, coming over and looking to kick themselves out of trouble. Here comes Maitatsini, is it? Kicking forward, he's going for the corner. Keeps the ball in. So, they're playing precociously close to the touchline, and it's going to be out. Penalty called though, Icons get away with that one. Oh, that one could have been a little bit high, yeah, be a penalty. Thought he might have had a bit of a chat to him. It's Chol now. Chol trying to start something for the Icon side, and he does just that with the ball around the corner. Going to ground, so the knock-on called. Came off the Fijian's hand, and it'll be an Icons 7. It'll be a feed. The ball comes out. Now Chol. Chol steps, evades, tries to get a ball away, and he does. Here come Icons now. Can they get there? Yes, they can. The blocker comes through, and what a try. Skelton in the number 4 jersey. He's filled in for the Australian side, and you can see right there exactly why. Plenty of pace. So now, as Icons hit back, as we see the replay there, yeah, wow. Look at the pace shown, 12-5, 12-7 as the score. The conversion successful. Fiji, look at the puddles splashing around the feet. Oh, the ball's dropped. 12-7. Knock on is called by the referee. We're going to go to another scrum. We've seen probably more than we would have seen on many sevens tournaments on Bar TV Sports. Oh, Oram, the ball spills out. Quick tap taken. Horn was looking for the opportunity. So Tapau gets it wide. Horn has it. Oram has Chol on the outside. They go back to Tapau. Cray now feeding the big man, Leali'ifano. Inside to Cray. He's taken down. He's 10 out. Leali'ifano. Tapau with a long ball to Oram. Chol. He's dangerous. He skips. He dances. He's taken inside ball. Step. Evasive. They're almost over, are they? Yes, they are. What a try, and the hands go up as Oram's calling for the ball. It's a tough one. It's a pressure one. It's 12 apiece. As the siren goes, we look at the replay. Chol with the flick pass out the back. And just pure determination gets him over the line. This kick will get them through to the cup. And the flag goes up. Oram has kicked them through. And Brisbane, Fiji will go home. Oh, it's extra time. 12 all. It's 12 all is the score. So, I must have had a sip of that Fijian Kava earlier on because got a little bit of ahead of myself. Apologies to our viewers out there. Obviously, with the elements, braving the elements, we thought there was a goal, but there wasn't. So we're going to go into extra time. Oram, in any case, he levelled it up. It was a pressure kick. So it'll be 5 minutes. Golden point. If Fiji to kick off, so Icon Sevens, they'll have the advantage here. After this match, we are going into the next match with the Red Heavies. Taking on the Tribe Sevens. You'd have to expect the Tribe going to start that one as favourites. So now the siren blows. It'll be 5 minutes of golden point. And it goes to Tapau. Tapau looking for Oram. Oram goes to Chol. Chol steps off his right, steps off his right again. He's got one to beat. What can he do? I'll tell you what he can do. He can pin his ears back. But Nafoa picks him up and Gray. What a tackle by Nafoa. That is the stuff that tournaments are made of. That is the stuff where the big players come out. He's been one of the best all tournament. And he may have got his side through to this Cup Grand Final. But they have to go a long way now. Brisbane, Fiji. Up the field. Oh, it's been kicked out. Penalty. As we see, calling to the short side. Now Brisbane, Fiji. They'll truck it up and try and set some pace. Vasakika goes towards the right. Oh, the inside ball. Here he is. Matatini. Matatini, we know he's quick. Oram comes across, cuts him off. Now, if they can get it towards the left, there is trouble for the Icons side. But great defence, great scrambling by the Icons. It'll be a penalty, though. They need it quickly. Tasi, Vasakika, Nafoa. Here he is, the big man, Retuva. Retuva inside to Nafoa. Oh! He goes without it. Every other day of the week he goes under the sticks, untouched. But the Noosa Sevens, it's bringing up surprises everywhere. So now it's Icon Sevens' turn to go length of the field, coast to coast. From Noosa to Perth. Can they do it? Oram with the feed. Yeah, Brisbane, Fiji. Went too early there. The quick tap taken by Oram. Looking to go wide, and they do. Oh, wobbly looking pass. Here's Oram. Oram. He's a crowd favourite. Now the space opens up. Oh, the jersey almost ripping off Skelton there. Knocked on by Fiji. As we hear the supporters for the Icon side, they're getting vocal. As are the Noosa Old Boys. Right in front of us here. Yeah, see the replay there, just slapped away. Oh, that almost comes into the hands of Nafoa. Oh, I don't know about that, but yeah, twisting the scrum. Here comes Cray looking for the quick one. Cray slowing the play down. Here's Leafano. Look at the footwork by the big man. And he's taken the ground as they contest for the ball. They'll have to watch themselves. Brisbane, Fiji. Now the long ball out wide. Here's Skelton. Taken down, almost having the ball ripped. Now Oram with a long ball. Cray looking for support. Drawing passes. Leafano. The dummy by the big man. Here he comes. He's brought down 15 out. Icons. Oh, it's a penalty. Can you believe it? Quick tap taken. Nafoa stepping. His legs look heavy. Now a penalty to Icons. So they go wide. Here they come, Oram. He's dealt with midfield. Cray looking to get busy. Oh, knock on. This game is swinging. This game is seesawing. What a spectacle here at Noosa Sevens and the Men's Elite Cup Final. Throwing up everything it's got to offer. As they'll swap.
There is no half-time, Teams will swap sides.
Swap sides, no half-time. So it'll be another 5 minutes of extra time.
So these guys are going to swap straight over now and go straight back into the second period of overtime.
Well, if anything, it's been a spectacle. And such is the Sevens tournament. I guess the final will be pushed back another 10 minutes to 6:10 here tonight. Our producers It's cutting into their drinking time, but they'll be right. So Oram with the restart. Fiji with the advantage now. It is golden point extra time. That one's a high searching kick to the far side hole. He almost spilt that. Getting through the other side. Oh, that is obstruction called. So, looking now. Horn. He was going for the quick one. Looking for the tap. Gerald Skelton comes across, of course, cousin of Will Skelton. The height certainly does run in the family. So Fiji, Brisbane Fiji, mind you, coming up. Penalty. Nafoa looking for the quick one. He'll slow it down, look around, look for the options. And they come out, looking to spread the ball wide. Oh, the ball now, here he is, Martatini, he's quick, oh, Oram loses his footing, it's coming back, but it's a try in the corner. Brisbane Fiji come away with an extra time win. The Icon Sevens, well, they can hold their head high. It was an amazing game, and it'll get the Brisbane Fiji side through to the grand final. What a match it was. Coming up next, we've got the Tribe side taking on the UQ second side, the Red Heavies, and what promises to be an exciting match as they come through. And we see the Brisbane Fiji side consolidating their Icon Sevens counterparts. And here we go. It'll be the Tribe to receive. They go deep. Oh, the bounce. Not the best. As Dongy now. Dongy looking to accelerate through. Here goes Dongy. He's been one of the tournament's best. Chipping over the head for Jedinov. He's going to chase the ball. Oh, the Red Heavies scramble in defence and get back there off their own line now. Oh, penalty. So, Tribes. Connor calling for it out wide. Jedinov will take the tap. Here's Connor. Connor looking for support. Oh. Pops it up. It goes over his head. Connor forces the pass and they get forced somehow staying in. Towed forward. And that's going to go out for the first line out of this second of the Cup semi-finals. As Dongy comes over. He certainly has been one of the shining lights of this tournament. Connor getting up, popping into Dongy. Now looking wide, oh, almost getting a ball away, may not need to, stepping off the right inside, oh, it's a try! Opening up for the Tribes, under the post, the Tribe Sevens, surely tournament favourites here now. And they certainly have attacked this Red Heavies. It is the University of Queensland second side, named or nicknamed the Heavies, not expecting to get this far themselves, surpassing their first team, more highly rated. So plenty of bragging rights out there, not only for the winners of the Noosa Sevens, but the clubs that have provided two sides. So Dongy with the kick. Comes across, oh, taken nicely. This will be against the run of play. He's going to go all the way for a try. As we see the victorious Brisbane Fiji side walking past us now, making it through the cup final. They'll be watching on for this next matchup to see who comes ahead. And now, that's a good looking kick. It comes across, oh, just goes wide. 7-5 is the score. So Tribes, they would not have been expecting a comeback so quickly. This one goes high into the air, over the top of Connor. DeVito gets it and passes it back. So Tribes, they want to build here. Dongy standing to the left. Connor goes towards him. Jedinov, he's on the outside. We know he's very quick. Part of the Australian 7 squad, on and off for the better part of the last 10 years. As Dongy gets the ball, Jedinov with a quick tap. There's space midfield, but there's also space out wide if they can use it. Oh, stepping, slipping. Now they come back to the Red Heavies. Kicking the ball downfield, just looking to get themselves out. And it is going to be a foot race with Dongy. Dongy will get there, but he's going to be isolated. It's a good chase on it, and he's going to kick the ball back, finding touch. And good pressure play there by the Red Heavies. So they know their strengths and weaknesses, and they're going to look to probably play down into the Tribes half, try and force the mistake. So, oh, nice little play off the top. As they go wide, looking to link up, looking for support. So this one evades. Oh, Connor coming towards it as now, oh, the dummy thrown on the ground. Nice little evasive play there. The Red Heavies have to come off their own 22. Oh, he's almost through there and chasing the kick, coming through. Dongy putting his body on the line. The slip and slide is out today in full effect. So now Jedinov on the outside, getting called under. May not need him. As they stop, pick up the ball. Yep, knock-on's called. Try to get away with it with a quick pick up, but referee too wise for that. So the game in the balance, 7-5. We've got 30 seconds remaining. Will Tribes pressure this scrum? Yeah, they do. They win at a tight head. Oh, it's been knocked onto the back, though, by Dongy. They had the advantage. So we'll probably see a carbon copy play right here. The siren goes. We'll have this scrum, and again they push through, but it spits out the back that time. And they kick forward. Genenov has to turn and chase. He may not get there. Dongy comes across. It's towed forward. He'll have to dive on it. And he does well. Penalty, so the game does not end on a penalty for our viewers who've just tuned in to the coverage of the Noosa Sevens. But he is going to call half-time, so I bite my words and I take them back, and I obviously know absolutely nothing as we're going to take a quick break and come back with all the second half action.
So at half-time in the
Kennard's High started
final,
with Bathurst in 48.
second cup semi-final, it's Tribe 7 leading UQ 5. Of course, the winner of this game will go on to meet Brisbane in the final. The cup final,
It's the capital
which will be
of
played
going to the beach,
just around 6 o'clock this
shopping,
evening.
going off the grid, going out, going hard, going soft, going far, going over, and just going your own way. It's the capital of whatever you need to relax.
Well, back to the action here at the Noosa Sevens, of course, brought to you by visitnoosa.com.au and IGA Marketplace, coming on board this year as the naming rights partner for the tournament. Of course, ATF Fencing Sports sponsoring the elite men's side of the draw, and that's a kick downfield for Dongy. Little kick over the top, and the Red Heavies showing good account. Written off as somewhat of a joke team for this UQ outfit, but certainly no joke as they've made the semi-final. We're going to have a quick break after this, 15 minutes, and come back with their afternoon session, starting off with the females finals. Semi-finals and finals. Then we've got the under-18s women, then the men. All the action, and of course the big ones to finish the day as Genenov puts the foot down. There's space out wide. Oh, great covering tackle in the far corner. So Tribes now looking to go wide again. Tavidu inside to Dongy. Dongy with a poor pass. Red Heavies come up with it. Oh, Dongy somehow comes up with it and somehow scores a try. And there we go to the replay. Right next to the Kennards Hire pads. As Dongy comes back, and he'll look to put this one deep into the Red Heavies. 22, you'd imagine. So advancing the play. Connor takes them forward. Tom Connor. He loses the ball. So Red Heavies come up with a knock on both ways. Now we go. To a scrum, and we saw the Tribe side really exerting some pressure coming into half-time before. Can they do the same thing here? Can they win the ball back? As they come away with that time, the Red Heavies, and they kick again downfield, so it's an obvious tactic looking for their pace. As Jedinov using all his experience there, getting in the way and blocking the impending chaser. Yeah, penalty diving over, quick tap taken. Connor throws the ball wide as they straighten up now. Connor's in support. Oh, nice clean out there. Short side play, it spills out. So it's a knock on. And now Tribes, they're up. Only just. The Red Heavies are hanging in there and again trying to put the pressure on the scrum. Now they play wide off their own line. It's going to have to release the ball here. They're somewhat isolated and pressure's on. That'll be a penalty, yeah. Too many numbers there contesting the ball. And the wind's picked up again here. And Noosa Jedinov almost got the toe through. Ball coming across in a heavy contact there. Yeah, high tackle. He was falling, but you can't go for the head area. Inside ball. Oh, the reverse spiral pass. Should have gone to the left there. They had plenty of open space on the wing. Probably would have got more metres up the field. The Red Heavies. Good structure shown again, kicking in behind. This time the Tribes, they're aware of it. They've got a player back there as inside ball to Altavida's taken down. Now here's Connor. Connor, the top knot's gone. Jedinov stepping, palming off. The acceleration isn't there. The legs are heavy. Now, Tribes, oh, the ball goes in front and they go without it. So, 14-5 the score. The Red Heavies will have to score twice to get through against all odds to this cup final. As there is wholesale changes. Hutchinson coming on the field, as is Karma with that white dyed hair. Winning hairstyle of the tournament, according to Ed Jenkins yesterday. So ball comes in and the Tribes again apply the pressure. So their defence is good, it swarms the Red Heavies as they try and look for something. The pop pass over the top, going to ground, and the high shot there, coming around the neck. So tap is taken again. Cut down. Hutchison on the wing for the Tribes. He comes in, he was looking for the intercept, but they went the other way, the Red Heavies. And now they crawl and burrow up towards the 40. The ball's let go. And that'll be the full-time hooter. The Tribes have hung on to this one. Not as emphatic as they would have liked. They started well. And that'll be full-time with the Tribes Sevens going through to the final to take on the Brisbane Fiji side. It's going to be a big match come 6 o'clock. But right now we're going to take a quick break and come back with all the finals action for day 2 of Noosa Sevens. So, as we switch over the scheduled break because of the extra time games before, catching up time here, which is good for everyone involved. The rain's coming down. And with us now, the man from visitnoosa.com. Introduce yourself to the world. You're on the World Wide Web.
Hello, world. It's Damien Messingham. I'm very fortunate to be the CEO of Tourism Noosa, and Tourism Noosa is very proud to be one of the main sponsors of the Noosa International Sevens. And what a great weekend. This is actually liquid sunshine out here that's happening. And
well, they come down with gold here
indeed.
On the Sunshine Coast. The raindrops, as we see out there, it's the Redlands side taking on the Gold Coast side. Both sides giving a good account, and I tell you what, the quality of rugby throughout the weekend has been unbelievable, second to none. And it's a great tournament that you guys helped put on up here. Tell us all about your involvement and how you got involved with Noosa, obviously being a pinnacle event up here for you guys.
yeah, well, Tourism Noosa supports a whole range of events, actually around about 20 events throughout the year, but this one's been very important for us, and we want to help grow rugby. The Dolphins obviously is an important part of the whole Noosa community, and a few years ago actually we were very fortunate to have the Lions base themselves in Noosa, and since then rugby's really grown in the Noosa region. But it's about developing rugby. It's also about making people realise that Noosa is a great place to come for sport, for recreation, for a holiday. And we really welcome a healthy lifestyle. So we wanted to get behind rugby for all those reasons. It also brings a range of people from international destinations to our region. Rugby obviously is a worldwide sport, and one that helps us expose Noosa to a range of countries throughout the world.
Yeah, it certainly is, and what a great job you guys do. I know we come from the Newcastle area and looking for things to do, as we see the Redlands now streaking away for another try, and they are firmly in control in this bowl final. So Redlands looking like they may take out this bowl final here, but as I was saying, you know, plenty of things to do on the website. We got on the website, and there's so many places to eat out and have a good time here at Noosa, and all the way up, I guess, to Coolum as well. There's certainly plenty of things to do. It's a great part of the world, and where else would you be?
Yeah, thanks very much. Well, I think there's a lot of great places, but we're pretty proud about our little part of the world, and I think the difference about Noosa compared to a range of other destinations is that we've tried to really protect our environment, and all the buildings here are very low level, and but we still have fantastic accommodation, fantastic restaurants, great attractions where you can go up to the Everglades, the one of only two in the world, and up to Fraser Island from Noosa, and be back in a day and be having lunch on Main Beach or on the river, and/or watching the Sevens here at Dolphins Park.
And of course, free entry without the support, I guess, of Visit Noosa, IGA Marketplace, and indeed Kennards and Matai Sports. Free entry, so anyone listening in, it's going to be a big afternoon session. If you are about and thinking of something to do, don't be put off by the rain, because there's a nice clubhouse up there you can situate yourself from. The beers are flowing, they're cold, but not to worry.
Indeed, I saw quite a few people enjoying an ale up there, or a bundy or two. So, yep, a great place to watch the rugby under the Dolphins clubhouse. Dolphins have done a great job here with the field. It's actually they put a lot of time and effort and dollars, and the council put some money in to get this field up to a really world-class standard when the Lions came out a few years ago. So we're really proud of this pitch, and it's great to have, I think it's around about 90 teams from a range of countries here to enjoy the Noosa Sevens.
Yeah, so we go to half-time now in this bowl final. It's Redlands in front, 12-0. And who's your favourites to take out? I guess the men's elite is the big one, but also the women's Big Cup final. Both tribe sides looking pretty good. looking like favourites.
Yes, I did just see the Tribes play there before. They were looking very strong, and I think they're going to be hard to beat.
Yeah, Brisbane, Fiji, I'm sure they have plenty to say about that. They've also been impressive throughout the tournament. Unlucky there, the Noosa side not quite getting through, but they'll be through and they'll contest the plate final later on today. And you can see there in front of our cameras the rain really pouring down, and it's coming sideways again. We've had it all directions here today, from the north, from the south. It's come down, straight up and down, and now it's swirling around again with the wind picking up.
Well, our New Zealand friends be feeling this is just a bit of a walk in the park, this weather, really. They're used to this. And we've needed the rain. It's good to see the rain for the whole of Queensland. But certainly it's making rugby the challenge.
And your involvement has stemmed across a number of years now. The tournament itself, 7 years young, and plenty more to come throughout the years.
Yeah, Tourism Noosa has been involved right from the start, and we want to see this tournament grow and grow. It's great that we've got the Australian coach here today as well.
And selectors, Michael O'Connor as well.
Correct. I saw the big honchos over there before watching on, so I think that is testament that this really is a quality rugby tournament, and the fact that they're here today is we're very proud to have them here and be seeing good quality rugby in Noosa.
Yeah, sure is. So just try and cover up some of this equipment here. So horrendous conditions out there at the moment for this bowl final, but Redlands streaking away as they look to consolidate. Our cameraman Kane, our main shot, he's come back, he's absolutely soaked. He'll be certainly getting higher duties for this one. Yeah. How many staff do you guys have on site, and indeed how many do you employ in the region?
Well, the Tourism Noosa team ourselves is a bit of a small team, but I'd like to think I'm very proud of my team. They punch well above their weight, because we welcome over 2 million visitors a year to Noosa, about 2.2 million. And the important thing about that is that it's our main economic driver, and it puts around about $900 million into the local community, which employs ultimately over 20,000 people throughout the whole of the Noosa and Sunshine Coast region. So tourism is very important, and event tourism, like the Sevens, is very important, and that's why we'll continue to support the Noosa Sevens.
Yeah, certainly, and along with that comes the seasonal employment as well throughout the region. And of course, part of your job is to attract the tourism here. It certainly keeps the economy ticking over. I know myself, living in Port Stephens, down in the Newcastle area, it's certainly, we appreciate the tourism that comes our way, and I'm sure they do up here as well.
Yeah, absolutely. It's important throughout Queensland, throughout Australia, actually. But your point about seasonality is a very good one, in that that's why we do support events like the Sevens, because we've just